Wells Fargo is a big bank. It's one of the biggest in America. They're everywhere. You see their signs on Main Street. They're a giant in finance. Wells Fargo does it all. They give out loans, they take your deposits, they help people buy homes. They even do big deals on Wall Street. But things haven't been easy lately. The economy is tough. Interest rates are going crazy. Wells Fargo has to adapt. This isn't the first time Wells Fargo has faced challenges. They've had scandals, they've paid fines, but they always come back. Let's see what they're up against now. Wells Fargo made money this year, but not as much as they hoped. Their revenue was up a bit, but costs are rising too. That puts pressure on profits. One big problem is interest rates. The Federal Reserve keeps raising them. That's good for banks at first. They make more money on loans, but it also costs them more to borrow money. We saw this in their latest earnings report. Net interest income went down. That's a key measure for banks. It's the difference between what they earn on loans and what they pay on deposits. Another challenge is credit quality. Some borrowers are struggling, they're having a hard time making payments. That could lead to losses for Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo isn't alone. All banks are facing these challenges. Competition is fierce. Everyone wants customers. JP Morgan is doing well. They're bigger and more diversified. Bank of America is also a tough competitor. They've been doing better with technology. Then there's the government. Regulators are watching closely. They want to make sure banks are safe and sound. They don't want another financial crisis. Wells Fargo has had its share of run-ins with regulators. They've paid billions in fines. They're still trying to clean up their act. That takes time and money. So, what's next for Wells Fargo? It's a mixed bag. There are opportunities and risks. On the positive side, they have a strong brand. People know and trust Wells Fargo. They also have a huge customer base. Millions of people bank with them. The economy is uncertain. We could be headed for a recession. That would hurt Wells Fargo. People would borrow less. More loans could go bad. Analysts are divided. Some think Wells Fargo is a buy. They see the stock going up. Others are more cautious. They have a hold rating. They're waiting to see how things play out. It's a tough call. Wells Fargo is a giant, but even giants can stumble. Investors need to be careful. Do your homework. Understand the risks before you buy.